brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Edge is giving us the go-ahead. I believe everyone is ready, so...
All right, and this will
Yeah,
be
this is gonna be
very...
exciting. I always love to see a good old... Like, this is... Like, there's no way this isn't PVT. I love to see PVT matches. But here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on OSW's misdrops or lack thereof, because again, the DAS is a little different between PEC and PPT.
Yeah,
so...
it definitely can be a bit of a hampering on some people. And OSW is being very aggressive here.
I think the greens were supposed to be trigger for Riona, so this is a little bit of a tricky spot for them to be in.
Okay. The red's
no,
not
the reds don't connect. Yeah, I think this is just getting buried.
Blocked off! OSW playing really aggressive. I think that looks like it's going to be the first round.
All right.
Riona had that perfect pair to get the trigger off, but like it was just a little bit too slow. Ironic coming from Sonic.
Yeah, and definitely one thing I want to make sure, especially for our not as PPT seasoned viewers, to observe very carefully how Riona tends to stack up in columns 4, 5, and 6. This is usually due to the amount of garbage that gets sent early on. Puyo players have to build a chain that has a relatively high trigger, otherwise it risks getting buried, and at the moment, we can see exactly that happen due to the insane amount of offense from OSW, and that is a very quick 2-0.
Yeah. OSW running away with the lead. But yeah, you'll see a lot of the you'll see a lot of this vertical stacking in a Puyo versus Tetris matchup just because of the sheer amount of garbage. Goodness, OSW.
Yeah, there was a couple of like interesting placements on Riona's board that like weren't really the greatest, but I think the reds are gonna end up being a trigger right now for Riona. This is gonna be most of this chain.
Not quite the main chain, but
still solid 4, and I mean there's very little garbage on the board, and this is all just free ammunition for Riona as long as they get access to it.
Yeah, and there we go. That's gonna go more. Yep, that's gonna go in.
That is, I think,
6 chain.
So reds might be able to make some things work. You can see trying to extend with greens. So we have a bit of a green drought.
Ooh, that's gonna be that's dicey. That's gonna be lethal. But there's the dig. There's enough garbage cleared. And look at that power chain.
Oh my goodness. And OSW still survives the entire attack and sends a powerful counter spike.
Yeah, both players kind of on like
this is
in a dangerous situation here.
This is not an ideal situation right now for Riona. Those reds get blocked off.
Yeah,
we have the purples. They're trying to stall out, waiting for OSW to send.
Yeah.
Breeding for an extension!
And that was probably a bad call. I mean, that was a bad call, seeing as they topped out, but...
it was definitely... It's always really tricky, because, like, Tetris has the ability to stall for longer, and Riona was really looking for an opportunity to try and force OSW to, like, send something. Because this is another funny bit about the mixed versus matchup. The calcs for things, whether a player is on offense or defense, are different in the mixed versus matchup. So it does actually matter whether or not a player sends first compared to how much damage it's actually going to send. One of the funny quirks about this game.
All right, this seems to be going into the main chain here. That's a solid 5.
But still,
OSW cancels out all that incoming garbage.
Literally just one row of garbage. All right,
Riona's still fighting strong though. There's not a lot of like ammunition here just yet. Riona's gonna start stacking faster.
Yeah,
but this is gonna be that's gonna be a nice power.
All right, interesting. And OSW decides not to try and tank most of that garbage. Realizes it's probably best to
look at that!
The big sucker punch.
Yeah, that was a good chain from Riona.
And the power chains are very strong for mixed versus. as Riona manages to pick up their first. And another little bit of spaghetti start for OSW. We do not want to have this many misdrops early on because this could very easily cause a chain reaction. Especially against Puyo chains. If you give a Puyo player an inch, they will very quickly take an entire game off of it.
Yeah. And look at these more power chains coming from Riona.
Yeah, and
Pretty
right now,
solid aggression coming here.
Oh, the power 2!
And that's going to be enough. Riona's starting to close that gap. Looking to tie this up, hopefully.
Yeah, seems to be getting a little bit more of a feel for their current board state. But right now, I mean, if OSW keeps up the this level of misdrops, this could be a field day for Riona's Puyo. I'm not quite sure where we're trying to trigger this. I guess the red. The purples aren't going to clear, and that is a complete lock off of the chain. 4 extra rows on top for the extra credit.
Yeah.
We've got 4-2. OSW once again going with a very quick 6-3 stacking.
Yeah.
Oh, and not nice
I missed
placement.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. PST into C-spin.
Yeah, just, you know, sometimes the well might have to change the column, but if you can find the swag tower, you might as well build one.
I feel like it might just be me, but I feel like there's a lot of greed coming off. Like, there's a lot more greed that shows up in PPT.
I'd say due to the speed level of both games and like how they correlate with each other, I have to agree with you there. There are, like, especially for a player like Riona. Riona is also, like, within the Puyo scene, known to greed for things like all clears and just, you know, wild extensions that use Ghost Row to its maximum potential.
I mean, yeah, you see Riona in chat, and they're going to be talking about how you missed a perfect clear with all your pairs in Puyo. It's kind of been like a running joke now.
OSW is still looping DPC.
Yeah, well, I mean, Riona wanted PCs from other people, and OSW just gave it to him, let's face it.
Oh, man. And, yeah, so that is... What is that, a quick 4 straight for OSW?
I believe it's 3 right now, because... But, I mean, so far...
Ooh, Red's getting buried.
Oh, yeah, this is not looking great for Riona, and the column 3 garbage. Ugh.
Oh, man. Yeah, Riona is not getting treated very kindly with some of these Peace Droughts.
Ooh, but OSW with a misdrop right off the bat here.
Alright, doing a little bit of...
Interesting stacking decision from Riona, I feel like.
I'm
not the Puyo player, but...
It's a flat board. I feel like this is the all-clear attempt.
It's not going to be quite with that red-green.
Oh,
now you can see Riona's
good combo,
resorted to stacking vertically.
Oh, and OSW is going to rush out all this pressure. And it's
aggression. That's going to be so much garbage. Leaving... Gets the red trigger in time, though.
Oh, but OSW doesn't literally accept
OSW still has more.
Garbage.
My good. OSW is really built different.
They're over halfway to their win condition right now. They only need 7 more.
Yeah, 1st to 15. Like, these rounds are going by pretty quickly. We've seen a lot of pretty lengthy rounds in other parts of both of GCL brackets. Div 1 and Div 2.
Ooh.
This one seems to be
okay, Reds are online, but that is a really scary build right now for Riona. They're really banking on these 4 chains.
That was high risk, but like as you can see, it's kind of paying off. Perhaps. But OSW, I mean, keeping up with that.
They're trying to get the greens. Yes, they do, and it works on the purples as well.
That's gonna be a nice power chain. That's gonna cut there, it seems.
Well, Riona had to pop a single 1 chain, and with the amount of speed that OSW is pushing out these T-spin doubles, Oh, okay.
All right.
Great.
Things
Maybe a
are
little
things are
margin
pretty
time.
close here. But Riona needs another trigger. And I think that green was really like,
wait, are they locked
yeah.
off? Or, excuse me, locked off. I said 3 words at once. My apologies. So,
It happens. There's a lot to take in at the heat of the moment. All right. Okay.
This is quite the color array for Riona. A lot of early yellows, which is really hurting their ability to chain on top of this.
Yeah.
Oh, we got reds online, but
Okay. Yeah, and that's gonna go.
4?
It's gonna go in.
A 5 chain.
That's gonna be enough for a 5 chain.
Oh man,
But
I
yeah,
cannot
still
believe
kind of
Riona
a-
played around that. With,
Yeah.
like, whenever you get like 8+ of a Puyo card like that with very little other colors to block it, like, you really run out of ideas on how to chain this. And oh my, Gunlock.
Ooh, yeah, no, just too much. Yeah, OSW. Like I said, OSW is built different and really likes to. I mean, both players really like to play aggressive here. Oh, and OSW playing a little too fast right now.
Yeah, we at least build up back-to-back through that T-spin, so that T-spin single at the start is going to send a little bit more garbage.
Yeah, it's like taking advantage of what he's got, and that was a pretty good. That was a pretty good start.
We have the 2 chain. What's the follow-up? OSW has a really strong option here.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
Riona doesn't have much here.
Oh no, that's
Yeah,
full block.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate. Riona getting screwed by those pairs coming up.
And OSW has just been on a tear. Riona has just not been able to get into a solid rhythm. Has been trying, building on the left side, on the right side. And
Yeah, really
like,
approach it in several different ways.
Let's see. All right, so OSW gets the first PC, opts not to go for another.
Like red is the current trigger.
Oh, the
Is it
red's
gonna be
not able
in
to get
time.
the
No,
red.
it's not. You could see Riona was trying to just trying to drop for his life there to get that red out, but OSW is shutting him down.
It is not
Crazy.
an easy feat to make a set with Riona look lopsided.
Yeah, this
Oh
is,
no!
This is really.
Is this another?
Oh my goodness!
I feel like
it's
Riona
gonna
just.
be
Oh, okay. No, this is full. This is full.
Okay,
All
this is
right,
gonna
Riona
go
has a
into
little
the-
breathing room.
A little bit of breathing room, but like OSW still is playing relentlessly. Still has a lot of ammunition. Meanwhile, Riona had to use what was basically his main chain.
Yeah, it's again like Riona will occasionally be able to get that like really big 5 or 6 chain to start. That's
Oh, and
a
that's 2
full
rocks.
10 lines of garbage from
Oh.
a fight.
OSW, what are you doing? This is. It's really crazy to see this so lopsided.
I have not. To be completely honest, I cannot remember the last time I saw a spike that sent 10 lines to a Puyo player.
Oh, and
Controller? Question mark.
uh-oh.
Is this
What happened there?
I
Don't tell me that's the end. Don't tell me this is how it ends.
I think it might be.
Oh, that is oof. Ugh.
But,
Oh, that is
oh my.
unfortunate. That is
15-2 though from OSW.